Red Dead Redemption review. Now, I don't see why you all say it's not like that back then, because this game perfectly depicts life in the Old West. 90% of people killed at least one person back then. Great for mature kids. I think that is highly inaccurate. I don't think you fact-checked that. America. This game is good for all age groups. I think the children these days are too soft and need to know how to kill outlaws, or the law if decided. Masterpiece. This was the first game that made me cry. I love so much RDR. Thank you, Rockstar. What was the first game that made me cry? It was probably Banjo-Kazooie, out of frustration, because Click-Lock Wood is a pain in the ass. Holy beautiful, lush, large game, Batman! Please remake it, Rockstar. I give you all my money. Just please remake it. I don't think it's that old. I don't think it's so old that it needs a remake, is it? Games like Doom, I understand, because we had no idea what we were doing in the 90s, but like Red Dead is only 10 years old. Okay, look, no, a lot of you parents out here think this is a violent, bad, gory game with bad sexual stuff, but it's not as bad as you think. Okay, first off, it is in fact educational. You learn what types of horses were in the Wild West, and you see what types of games they played and how their government worked. And else, I know that you guys think the main character isn't a good role model, but I think he is. He basically got abandoned and ditched by his posy, and then was shot and left to die. But really now he is with the government and is taking down bad guys, trying to save his family. Now, I know little of you complain about the sex scene and the naked hanging guy, but really you can skip the sex scene by pressing the A button on your Xbox controller. And nobody said you had to look at the naked guy. Basically, you can skip any short movie clip by pressing a button on your Xbox controller. And also remember, it's all virtual, so it's not really real. If you have a problem with the content in a video game, which makes up like half the video game, just skip the content or turn your TV off. You should still play the game, idiot. Great game, just a little dirty.
Oh my. Oh my.
It is ESRB's fault. It is ESRB's fault because this game is M, but I think it should be T. All of my kids pitched in money to get this game. I was hesitant about my kids playing this game, except for my oldest. I didn't let my 4-year-old play. Just watch. They love the game, except for the baby. One thing is that you are always in some violent situation, even when you walk around town. Another thing is the drinking. Your guy can pick a lot of alcoholic beverages. I give this game 11 and up. Like, oh, there's so much violence, there's a lot of alcoholism. I only let my 4-year-old watch it. The rest of them, 11 and up. Great. To be clear, I'm not saying kids shouldn't be exposed to the world because the world sucks, but we don't have to, force violence in a 4-year-old's face. Red Dead Redemption, best game of Western ever. I spend many hours of very life with this game. Always I have to do something. Rescue women's, gambling, shoots. The 3 main things that you can do in life. Rescue women's, gambling, shoots. Red Dead Redemption is undoubtedly the best game of 2010. It is a game that unanimous any marks to give to him. It is like a GTA larger, Old West, and not Thieves. Should I say more? Yes, you should say a lot more. About halfway through, you just forgot how to grammar. Perfect if you aren't sure about letting your child have 18s. What does it mean having 18s? I don't understand that. This game is suitable for mature 12 and 13 and up. But let me explain. I don't let my son buy any game he wants, and I certainly don't allow games like Grand Theft Auto and the like. But he really loves old Western movies and said this would be the perfect game for him. So I had to look on this site and saw that most parents said give it a go. And I believe that is a very good first 18 to buy, as it teaches you to steer away from the violence. 5 out of 5. I'm pretty sure this game does not encourage anyone to steer away from the violence. I think that's kind of the point of the game. This is the best gaming that I played. The story is the best of this is game. One of the great masterpieces of open world games. I played as if I'm John Marston, so the ending touched my mind. Good for any kid who understands that the main character is a wrongdoer. Honestly, this game is intended to be fun, not to send bad messages. Most of the people who just say that kids of a certain age shouldn't play a game just lump all kids based on age group. Parents have to realize that kids can be mature enough before they are adults. No, they can't. I have an 11-year-old who plays this game, and I will admit it is raunchy and violent, but He understands that it's just a game and shouldn't be taken literally. Furthermore, it actually is a very accurate prediction of the Old West. I checked. See, I appreciate that. This guy actually fact-checked. But also, I think you're full of shit. It worthed every penny I bought. I wasted my money on a great game, so no worries. If it's money you enjoyed wasting, was it really wasted? I give the reviews on this game a 0 out of 10. You guys were way too serious. You all came in here and were actually like trying to review the game and stuff and give honest, balanced opinions instead of giving me funny stuff to do on my show. So 0 out of 10. The artificial intelligence. I don't even have regular intelligence. It's all in the delivery, Peter. Can't do that thing. I was never cool enough to do that.